Good afternoon, folks. You sit back down, sister.
You have a supervisor. You said you did.
Sit back down. Okay, good afternoon, folks. I just volunteered to do this. I feel it's appropriate. My name is John. I know sister and her family for many, many years. Her daughter asked me not to say the number of years. I work for the Department of Civil Service. I've been in outreach. That's how I got to know the family. Kind of a similar work. Although I never knew I would have lunch with a saint. I was told this morning that will be my privilege. But also, just go?
Yes.
That's because you said saint.
No?
Yep, you're back.
Nope. No, so I would say a few words. First of all, we'd like to acknowledge everyone here who is from the religious order. Along with teachers, they provide such a valuable service to our children and families. And again, I don't know who here is part of a religious order, but again, I'd like to just give you a personal applause. Which includes the saint, of course. And finally, if you all, and again, like to take the privilege of having a photo taken with her, you can make arrangement maybe on the side there. I know this was kind of a little bit short notice and disjointed, but if you really want a photo with the saint, okay, this will be your only opportunity, because I have it on good word, she's leaving the country. Okay. And she won't be back until April 22. Okay, so it's clearly this is your last chance. Now, if anybody would like to say any words right now, other than myself, you may do so now. Any takers? Yes, please, step up. And I'll be the moderator, so if it gets too long, I'll... Step right up. No talking, step right up on the microphone. Obviously, on the microphone.
First of all, I want to talk to you later because I have never had told sister anything, asked her to do anything. She sat right down for you. How did you do that? That's amazing. Anyway, I'm from the State Central Register, and sister came to the State Central Register in December of 1980. And it's remarkable because that was 29 years ago. And for 29 years, sister spent day after day on the phone handling calls of child abuse and maltreatment and processing reports that went to the local district for investigation. And I don't know if everyone knows this, but before that, sister was a social worker where she dealt primarily for 3 years or more with kids in crisis. So sister, you've had a remarkable career. No one in the history of the State Central Register has spent 29 years on the telephone. I'm not great at math, but I did do a little bit of math. And I know I'm underestimating this, but I estimated that you probably took about 50,000 calls of child abuse and maltreatment. And probably more. Yeah, I knew I was wrong.
In 1 year.
And no one, I don't think anyone can do that without being extremely committed to protecting kids. When sister came to see me to tell me she was going to retire, I was shocked. And I look back at it and I'm thinking, why am I shocked? This is a woman who spent 29 years protecting kids, took 50,000 calls, and I think, of course she would retire. And I think where my shock came from is that you're such an integral part of the State Central Register that I really can't imagine the SCR without you. I've worked with Sister Angela for 27 years. We started out together, along with many other people in this room, as a very small organization. I think there was a couple dozen of us, and we grew into an organization with almost 300 employees. We saw a lot of changes over the years. Sister, I don't know, this may come as a surprise to you, but, you know, Sister was very vocal along the way. I know but you always had value in what you said. You gave us pause to think. You reminded us of what our mission is, and our operation is clearly better because of it. A couple things that make Sister unique. That not all of you may know is that Sister's been very dedicated, I think you know this, to the Hispanic community, but in addition, we never had interpreter services at the State Central Register. And literally Sister and one other worker was responsible for taking our Hispanic calls, our Spanish-speaking calls. Sister'd be there in the middle of a report, a Spanish call would come in, and she would have to shift gears. It's, you know, it was remarkable how much multitasking that required and how much dedication. The other thing that I think is so unique about you is that you spent so many years, and I know you and I have talked about getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to work, and what you did is you and your unit really helped keep the transition between the midnight shift and the day shift smooth, so that no callers waited, that no one was disconnected, or that no one hung up. And that was important. That was very important. So Sister, I will miss you. You certainly deserve this retirement. You certainly have achieved your mission. I hope now that you have some time to spend with your family and with your religious family, and sleep in a little bit. Congratulations.
Thank you. Also here is sister, who's not a sister. That took a while to get the language straight. And also here
Well done, thank you.
with her niece and grandniece.
Yes.
Okay, so niece, raise your hand. The older one.